Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Life in Denver. Today we're going to be covering for you guys 3 reasons you might actually not want to move to Denver, Colorado.
Hey guys, I'm Monique. This is my business partner, Joe. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. If you've seen our channel before, welcome back. Guys, please don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, as Joe and I do publish new content twice a week.
That's right, guys. Also, we are licensed realtors out here in the state of Colorado, so any real estate needs you guys have, any questions you have, that number popping up down below. We are the ones who answer the phone calls, text messages, emails, all that fun stuff. But with that being said, let's jump into things. And also, we're just going to give you a quick little intro as far as some B-roll of the area, give you some context, and we'll jump into 3 reasons you might not want to move to Denver.
Hey guys, so let's get right into things. The first reason why you shouldn't move to Denver is if you don't like the snow.
Gets cold.
Definitely snows here. Definitely does get cold. We do get negative below temperatures in the winter. So definitely something to think about if your bones ache or if it's not a place you want to be. The cool thing is, even though we do get a lot of snow, it isn't around for very
It does melt quick, yeah. It's not like a lot of other parts of the countries where you have that just lingering, just 6 months of gray skies, just miserable weather. It snows, but then you also get like a random 60, 70 degree day in like December and January, which is super nice because, yeah, it kind of breaks the spell of just all this awful weather, but then also all the snow melts in like a day, if not same day sometimes. They're really good about clearing the streets. Just, yes, it's winter, but it's not a bad winter like some other parts of the country.
Right, and even though we do a good job, depending on the area you're in for cleaning the streets, I would recommend having a 4-wheel drive vehicle in case you do need to get around. Some of us, like me, do like getting
Don't need that white knuckle driving. That's always a bad time. So definitely agree with Monique. Get the all-wheel drive. The other thing that's really, really clutch too is, depending on where you buy, if you can get a south-facing house, what's really nice is that catches all of the sun. And so you'll have basically like no snow shoveling, no snow plowing to do in your driveway. It all melts from that sun that you get out here. So something to consider. We'll keep an eye out for that when you guys are looking for houses, but that's always a big win as far as the snow goes.
Right, and another thing that you should definitely take into consideration, look at me, Miss Negative today.
I know, I like this. This is a much better deal.
There we go. It's why you should have moved into Denver is if you do have a condition regarding being high in altitude. And so
yeah, like me being out of shape.
Yes, exactly. We are the Mile High City, so 5280, right? And one of the things that you do need to know is the altitude is real.
Oh man, I was sucking wind the first time I took a hike out here. It is brutal the first couple times. So just warn family members when they come out. Maybe don't do that 14er. Maybe you start with a nice little easier hike and it's a good time. They're doing something like that.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the things too that's very interesting is a lot of sports teams actually do come out and train here in Denver just because of the air and trying to make sure that they're conditioned for, running the cardio, making sure they're ready for the plays. Whatever the sport may be.
If running wasn't hard enough.
If running wasn't hard enough, exactly. So definitely one of the things to keep in mind is the altitude, and people do tend to get altitude sickness. Usually when I've had people visit, it's lasted 1 to 3 days. So if it is an area that you're considering moving to and you are, very, I'd say sensitive to altitude, then definitely not a place for you.
Yeah, also what comes with that altitude too is just a lot of dryness. So that's another thing that maybe that's a new thing for you depending on what part of the country you're coming from. If you're somewhere where it's very humid, it is very dry out here. So you're going to catch yourself with the chapstick, with the lotion. Monique, big Bed Bath & Beyond woman, she loves it there. So it's just one more excuse for her to go over there. But you will need a little bit of lotion or some chapstick there. And definitely just a ton of water. Like, especially as you're hiking with that elevation, it's very easy to get dehydrated. Plus the sun is super strong. So you will want that water. I promise you that. I've made that mistake. You will be dying out there without the water.
There's no water.
Yep, and with everything else, I'm talking about being a mile high and everything else, not that pun intended, but if you're not into marijuana, right?
Talk about dry mouth. Yeah, really. But if it wasn't dry enough already, let's do some of that.
Another reason why you may not move to Colorado may not be for you.
She smoked before this. She can't speak. Look at her.
Jesus. Really? No, I'm kidding.
I know.
One of the things that people actually may not want to come and live in Colorado is because of our stance on 420.
Yeah, it is very popular out here. You do see a lot of marijuana smoking, but like at the end of the day, it's not super prominent to where it's really going to inhibit your day. You'll be walking through the city every once in a while, you catch a whiff of it, but People are very respectful for the most part, especially when it comes to being in those kind of closer knit neighborhoods. You don't have anyone really bothering you, so you'll catch a whiff of it here and there, but if that's not for you, no problem. You can easily get around it, and it's really not going to hinder your day to day.
Right. And one of the things to point out is that it is not, you cannot go to a public location and smoke out in the
Yeah,
open. That's
yeah.
if it was cigarette. Actually, there's
So that's why it's not such an inhibitor, I feel like.
Right. It's not such an inhibitor either, just because like even cigarette smoke, right? A lot of places are like no smoking. And so no smoking in general, that includes the cigarettes, that includes the marijuana, whatever it case may be. So definitely it is, something that the state has decided, hey, we're going to allow it, but don't think that, you're going to be walking in marijuana smoke all the time you're here.
Might be a pro for some people though too. Some people love it, so hey, if that's for you, it's a big win for you.
For sure. And so we wanted to just hop on today and talk about 3 reasons not to move to Denver.
Yep.
And we hope that this video is really helpful for you guys. And guys, please remember that Joe and I are licensed realtors here in the state of
right.
Colorado. So if you have any real estate needs, please feel free to contact us at the information you see on your screen.
Any time of day, guys. But
Right.
thanks so much for watching, and anything else can help you with, let us know. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next one.